Soundstripe.
Welcome to our podcast, When Life Gives You Lemons. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Palmy. We consider ourselves disability advocates and intend to spotlight some disability issues and things we find interesting that we frequently encounter when we're out and about. Also, some history on disability that we find interesting.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast, When Life Gives You Lemons. I'm Kevin.
I'm Palmy.
Of course, you are you. And our topic today is going to be beds. And right off the top, we want to bust a couple myths and talk about how there is a difference between a med bed and a conspiracy theory.
Well, there's two
surrounding the med beds.
There's two. Well, we need to clarify. There's two different things. There's a med bed, which people get confused, and then there's an advanced medical bed, right?
Right.
Yeah.
A smart bed.
Smart bed. Yeah. So there's a controversy about the med bed. It's a very controversial topic. And the claim for the med bed, which is what we're talking about right now, is that it has secret healing devices, lacking scientific evidence, often linked to conspiracy theories. Legitimate smart medical beds do exist and are designed to assist patients in hospitals with practical features like voice control and medical tracking and tracking of their vitals and that kind of thing. So there is a extreme difference between the two, right?
Correct. Basically, med beds, conspiracy theory-wise, is like there are beds out there that are more based on the beds you see in futuristic science fiction movies. They heal bones, they regenerate tissue, etc. And that is a little bit beyond our medical capability right now. But as Palmy said, getting assistance, for example, with the nurse call button, can be voice activated on a smart bed.
Right. So the conspiracy theory claims some believe the medical beds are secret devices capable of curing any diseases, regenerating the limbs, and reversing aging. These claims, popular in far right and
QAnon.
What is it?
QAnon.
Communities lack scientific backing and are considered companies like pseudoscience,
not psychoscience.
Well, yeah, there you go. And companies like Tesla Biohealing sell devices claiming to emanate life force energy for healing, but they have come with disclaimers and have faced criticism from the FDA for unproven claims about treating serious illnesses like cancer and Alzheimer's. The concept, like you said, is rooted in science fiction, like the movie
Prometheus.
Have you seen that movie? Did I see it?
Apparently not.
Well, I wouldn't have remembered it. I probably saw it with you if I saw it with any. What is it about?
It's like an interstellar mission where everybody goes crazy.
From aliens or something?
No.
Oh.
Just from
space.
No contact with the outside world.
And these med beds fix everybody or no?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they
do.
Kind of. You put them in the beds and it fixes everybody? So that's the concept.
Well, Prometheus walks a fine line where people are descending into badness. So you're never quite sure what there is badness when they watch something happen or whether or not it's really happening.
Okay. Sounds like something I would have been scrolling during.
Yeah.
One of your movies, apparently.
Pretty sure that's what you would have been doing.
And has spread through online misinformation with social media posts prompting medical beds as real despite no evidence. This has led to a divide between believers and skeptics, with scientific leading towards dismissing the conspiracy claims as unfounded. Medical beds have emerged as a topic of significant interest, particularly on online communities, about the legitimacy of promising miracle healing and legitimate medical technology. There was a overview and a recent discussion of scientific research done as of July 2025 to address the complexity of the surrounding the medical beds. So it is something that they're looking into. I mean, I imagine with the shortage of nursing staff and stuff, the advantage or the smart beds are really something that would be useful in a medical or a hospital situation.
I would think so, because obviously they're automating some of their routine tasks.
Right. Well, I mean, just think when we were there with your mom she had an episode where she was in the hospital, and they had a tech that came in, every 2 hours or so and took her vitals. If you could eliminate, I know that's eliminating staff, and so that maybe wouldn't be the best thing, but it was a CA probably that walked around and was taking vitals every 2 hours. If you could eliminate that by having a smart bed, if you didn't have the staff to cover that, that seems like that would be an advantage for the hospital.
Yeah, but
I mean, you still have to have somebody to watch the numbers and stuff like that. So
I'm sure the disadvantage to that would be expense of the
bed.
Smart beds.
Yeah, there'd be one huge expense in the beginning, but I think overall, to the hospital's advantage.
Eventually, the huge cost goes down. Like if you look at the manufacturing of the next generation fighters our government bought, they started out really, really pricey, and they're still not cheap, but they're like about half the cost they used to be.
Right.
Because the factories that make them and they're beyond the design and proving their proof of concept point of view, they can actually make money selling them, and they want to remain competitive, so they don't want to price themselves out of the market, so to speak.
Right. As long as they're not making outlandish claims like they're a miracle they're curing stuff or anything like that.
But us in the disabled community they're going to want to take us for everything they can get.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's expensive to be disabled. We have that disclaimer everywhere, So we need to put a bumper. We need to put a bumper sticker out there.
We need to monetize this by making a T-shirt that says "Being disabled is so expensive." And just selling it.
There you go. That's the thought. So, I don't know. What do you think? Have you heard much? You're on the internet a lot. Have you heard much stuff about the med bed actually curing people? And I mean, you were into that Tesla stuff. So what have you heard out there on the interweb?
Okay, Tesla rarely has anything to do with medicine. So if you're looking into the new Tesla wheelchair, it doesn't exist. It's just you have to understand, it's basically sour grapes in politics. Elon Musk moved a lot of his companies out of California to Texas, became a Republican as opposed to being a Democrat when he's in California, And there's a lot of sour grapes people that use AI to make false claims about stuff either he's involved in or Tesla is involved in.
So I'm sorry, I'm confused. Is BioHealing a company or is it not?
I don't know. I noticed there were several companies that kind of did what he was doing with Neuralink.
Oh, okay. But Neuralink is a real. We were talking about that.
Neuralink is real.
Okay, but you're not sure about the BioHealing, the bed. You didn't research that.
The bed part, no, doesn't exist.
The healing med bed doesn't exist from
that's
Tesla.
The pseudoscience, the smart bed that may help. It's like instead of a nurse call button, a voice activated call their nurse. Or if you control the TV out of your bed, basically change channels, volume up, volume down, power, that kind of stuff. Basically, what they're doing with real smart beds is taking stuff that was wired into your bed in the hospital and make it wire-free, so you don't have to find the right device, which always seems to be a challenge when you're in the hospital.
So it's voice activated versus finding a button.
Correct.
But it's not hooked to vitals or anything like that
yet. But
that's the plan.
The plan is, I think that's the next thing to come is the ability to do some vitals, then eventually the ability to do all vitals, like blood draws and all this stuff. I think they're not to the point of conceptualizing things that draw fluids out of your body to do a blood draw or whatever. But they are looking at stuff they can do, hear your heartbeat, take your blood pressure, stuff like that. It's less invasive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, just seems and the only thing something like that worries me is you always think about, I mean, that's AI. I mean, more and more stuff is being taken over by AI, and pretty soon the robots are going to take over.
Yeah, but our robot overlords won't put us in hospitals. They'll just outright kill us.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
I can see a bed going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down in torture mode or something. Or calling the nurse continuously, or I'm thinking of all the awful stuff that could happen. Or the Wi-Fi goes out. How many times does the Wi-Fi go out? And you're
it just plays with their TV channels.
There you go.
Something. I don't want to watch the Home Shopping Network.
24/7, yeah.
The Food Network. No, go away. I'm supposed to be fasting. I don't want to watch the Food Network.
That was your mom when she was in the hospital. She couldn't eat, but all she wanted to watch was the Food Network. It seemed like torture to us, but she was enjoying it. So, okay. So, where did we get this topic from?
This topic was actually suggested to us from the Accessory Go website, or not their website, their community channel on the Circle Network.
Boy, they're getting quite a few topics in there.
Yeah.
Our listeners going to have to start stepping up and to beat them on their entries.
Well, it's actually from the same guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but more to your point, yes, everyone else is slacking off, but the Accessible Go Circle community.
Except for one guy.
Yeah, one guy.
Well, it was very interesting. I never heard of it. So, is it we'll do a conclusion and recommendation. So as of July 2027, July 27, 2025, the evidence leads towards dismissing the controversial theory version of med beds as unfounded, with scientific consensus highlighting their lack of proof. Legitimate smart beds, medical beds, however, offer practical benefits for healthcare, focusing on patients and nurse support. Given the controversy, it's advisable to rely on credible sources like peer-reviewed research and regulated bodies for health-related discussions, and to approach online claims with skepticism, especially with those promising miracle cures without scientific backing for further reading. You can look at Wikipedia under medbeds, and that's where we found a lot of our information. Do we have anything else to talk about, Kevin?
I think we need to address the cultural and social context.
Okay.
Which is, basically misinformation. As we talked about with smart beds, they're just after medical data, voice control over routine things, etc. But when you talk about, the future of smart beds or the pseudoscience of bed beds, it can send you a non-halal meal when you want halal.
Yeah.
Or non-kosher.
Mm-hmm.
You want kosher. You want the beef, but they send you the fish.
There you go.
That's for us every day, just gripe about stuff, not cultural. But, and there are things like social context. They may use defamatory language when they know nobody else but you is in the room.
The bed does?
I'm just going to La La Land here.
Okay.
Instead of addressing you as, say, Kevin Henry, eventually what would probably be beneficial is if they're able to, say, communicate wirelessly with a server where your medical information is stored. And if they ever get to the point where they're getting some of the, say, a little bit more invasive blood pressure, blood draws, you can actually draw for a lot of times recently, I think with both of this, they've taken our blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Either prior to a procedure.
You're saying trying to keep it private versus going to some anonymous source,
right?
So kind of like Alexa. Alexa hears everything and we're not sure where all the conversations that we have in the house goes to. Who's listening to it?
Exactly.
And who's getting that information?
Yeah. Again, you'd have a little bit of a privacy concern between you and your visitors.
Oh,
exactly what's being recorded.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Some people have a problem with that. We have Alexa throughout our house. We find it. Kevin can't turn on and off lights, and so we find, of course, Alexa is having trouble understanding him at this point. So I don't know that's helping us much at this point, anyhow. But it does. She turns on the lights when she can understand him. He'll have to say it a couple times, but usually he can get her to do it eventually. But we have that in the house, and I find it very useful for like adding stuff to my shopping list, turning on music throughout the house, that kind of thing. But some people really have an issue with it that would not have it in their house, because whoever does hear conversations throughout our house. But we don't say anything controversial. If they're excited about the boring life that we have, then good luck with them.
Exactly.
We would bore them to death.
The only thing that's really weird that happens with us, with our Alexa devices, is we have 3 devices. They're all named different things. One is Alexa.
Don't be telling people our names of our devices.
Okay. Again, we're boring. I don't think anybody's going to hack into our devices
I don't
to
know.
hear what it's saying.
It's just not smart.
Okay. Anyway, there'll be either a program on TV or a commercial that uses one of their names. They will respond to it by, I don't know
Doing
what
whatever
they're saying.
doing whatever the TV says, yeah.
So, fortunately, we don't have a smart house. Alexa doesn't control very much but our lights. And
I'd like to get one to control our thermostat.
yeah, I'm going to say no on Alexa. Let's go Google.
Yeah.
Because Google actually did a study on non-normal speech
Oh, really?
from corporate. I remember I was doing that. Yeah, they give you text to read, and you'd read the text, and they'd see what it sounded like.
Do you think Google would understand you better?
Yes, I do. There are times when Alexa won't even turn on when I say Alexa. So,
Yeah. Your voice has changed so much. I think she needs to learn that your voice has changed.
Alexa doesn't learn the voice, but I think Google might, or they
Adapt.
might have it hardwired in by default or something like that.
Okay. We can try it.
I know that, like, on your phone, you use Siri.
Yeah, I don't have a choice. That's what Apple has.
I've never tried to use Siri, but on mine, I have a Google Assistant, which you activate by saying, "Hey, Google," and that works.
Really?
So,
That works better?
yeah.
Huh.
And the Alexa app, I can't even get into, so I don't have great hopes for Alexa. That's what
We'd have to reinvest in all the Alexas, or to replace all the Alexas to Google's, though.
Well, you need to do that anyway. Some are more old enough that I think that's part of the problem. Like, I'll say some, then you'll try to get it, or it won't work for you either. It's like,
But you have to say specific commands, like with the different lights. I made a mistake and said lamp versus light in some cases, and so you have to remember what you said. That I think that's some of the issues.
could be.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so now we're going to get into some housekeeping. One of the ways that you can support us is financially. And what you do is go on our website, hit the support button, and it will guide you through the rest. The program or app that we use to do that, when we set it up, had an option for a one-time only donation. But apparently the price of coffee's gone up because it's called Buy Me Coffee, and you can no longer just buy us a coffee. You have to buy us a coffee every month.
Oh, really?
I can explain to you how to bypass that so you are making a one-time donation. But
Just email you then.
email me if you're in that boat. I'll email you back a fix, which I'm not sure would get anybody in trouble, but I prefer to keep that conversation between us two, not anybody who listens to the podcast. For all I know, I'll say something that could be used against me in a trial, which is a whole lot easier to subpoena my podcast, then subpoena my email.
Another way, if you're local, I have started a new sourdough company where I bake sourdough loaves and different stuff. I've started showing up at a local business on the weekends. So if you're looking to buy some sourdough and you're local, give me a call or email me. You can do it through the email site, and Kevin will let me know if you have an order.
You can use email or fan mail. I believe also we list Palmy's email.
Do you?
Directly under our contributors page.
Yep. If you're local, and if you're within the Jackson or Fruitland area, I do deliver. So.
Yeah, the really cool thing about that is there's no line to wait. You already ordered it.
Yeah, it's made fresh for you.
Yeah.
We did a new one this week. It was lemonade cherry. How did it taste, Kev?
It tasted really good.
Yeah,
it tasted a lot better than it sounded.
Really? You didn't think it sounded good?
I didn't think lemonade cherry would be a good flavor combination, but turns out really well.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. You had 2 pieces.
Yeah.
With lots of butter.
Yeah.
The lady that I took it from, she actually had lemon butter. I bet that would be really good too on it. Add more of the lemon flavor to it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Anything else?
On our Facebook page, there's a pastor located in Kenya. He's looking for advice or support, not necessarily financial support. You have to talk directly to him to find out the best way for you may be able to support him. He needs people that will work with the disabled people in his community and help them get jobs that they can work remotely. He has a problem with parking. This is a country that doesn't have anything like the ADA.
So people can't
here in America.
So people can't go to jobs, and so he's looking for remote workers.
Yeah, they can't fit through doors. They don't have community programs for transportation. They don't have, I know this sounds like the Wild West in America, but because, for example, our handicapped placards are all tied to our vehicle. We have to have a doctor's letter at the DMV to get one. So it's like, if the police really want to track down a disabled placard number, they can see which car it's registered to. And if it's not that one, you are in violation.
Not that they enforce it, but
they don't really like to enforce that kind of stuff. So,
but this guy over there, they don't do anything in Kenya, right? They don't even offer.
In Kenya, they don't even have anything beyond you can buy a placard.
And these people are living in poverty and they need work.
Yeah.
So he's looking to provide work for these disabled individuals. And so I think he's looking for people to teach them computer skills, right?
Most remote work I can think of involve computer skills, yes.
So if you've got computer skills and you're willing to work with some disabled people via the computer, then you're who he's looking for. And you've got extra time.
Exactly. Or if you happen to have a bunch of wheelchairs in a warehouse somewhere you don't know what to do with, sure you can find use for those too. Just saying.
Yep.
But he also has, for example, I mentioned the handicap placards. He only has a few of those. He needs a few more, so more than like 2 people can use it in a day.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our episode then, and we will see you next time.
And Make sure you visit our website, www.whenlifegivesyoulemons, all one word, .net. You can download this episode. Subscribing is, I don't like that word. Subscribing implies you're buying something. You're not really. All you're doing is signing up to the podcast. Again, free. And it will notify you when there's new one, or download it if you have your app set up that way.
And keep making the lemonade.
See you next time, folks.
Soundstripe.
Till next episode, take those lemons and make your own lemonade.